Next in our NBA defensive series, we have off-ball screening. Now watch Kyle Lowry right here. He's going to tag and trail, which means he's going to get on the hip of Joe Harris, get over top the down screen right here from Jared Allen, and then meet him on the catch. Now, I've heard this terminology called numerous different things. It just depends on the team you're asking. I've heard it called lock and trail. I've heard it called lock and ride over top the screen, but you're getting on the hip of the offensive player. You're trailing them and getting through the screen over top with them. Now you can see on all these examples right here, the defensive players getting on the hip and then trailing the play, trailing the offensive player down their backside, and then meeting them on the catch once the offensive player receives the ball, if they do receive the ball. And they're arriving on the catch, being in front in a good defensive position. Now watch Donovan Mitchell right here. The Utah Jazz, you're going to see a lot of clips of the Utah Jazz for off-ball screening. They do all the different type of defensive techniques you can use really well. So watch Donovan Mitchell right here. He's going to get on Joe Harris's hip. He's going to trail him right there, and then he arrives on the catch. You can see on this floppy action right here, the defensive player is going to get on the hip of the offensive player. He's going to trail him through both the screens and take away that option. You are trailing the offensive player and taking away their opportunity to catch it cleanly and go into a shot right here. So you're just trailing the play. Now watch this micro skill that Donovan Mitchell does right here. He's going to use his inside shoulder to maneuver around the screener right here so he can arrive on the catch with Danny Green when he was trailing the play. Watch this. This is a great example right here from Kawhi. Watch Kawhi right here. The offensive player has a yard of separation, so he's going to use his inside shoulder to get through both these screens when he's trailing the play right here. So he's locking, trailing. He's staying locked into that offensive player, and then he's going to trail that offensive player either to when they catch the ball or if that offensive player continues to move. As you can see on this example right here, watch Klay. He's trailing right here. That means once Kawhi puts the ball on the ground, he can get his chest in front for a chest stop. To continue with our off-ball screening progression for NBA defense, we have open and through. So the defensive player right here is trailing the offensive player on this elbow down screen. The screener's defender has to give a couple feet of separation right here to be disconnected from the screener to allow this defensive player to shoot the gap right here to meet the offensive player right there on the catch when they curl it. So open and through, you are shooting the gap through that screen. So watch Kyle Lowry right here on this down screen. He loses the offensive player. He's going to shoot the gap to meet them on the catch, and he can arrive there and get a stop. You'll see this defensive technique right here when they go open and through. So he shoots the gap right here on when you have two screens like we just saw there, double away, or if the offensive player starts to gain an advantage, or if it's a non-shooter. So right here, Donovan Mitchell, you can see he sprints right through that. Watch this again. Like I said in the part one for our off-ball screening, we're going to see a lot of the Utah Jazz. Watch how Donovan Mitchell sprints right through, open and through. The screener's defender is off. Now that's a stop. This is a great example of scout report defense. So on this one away action, Kawhi sees it. He's going to shoot the gap to meet Chris Middleton right there and take away that shot attempt. Now watch right here how Marc Gasol's off. You can see he's open back up, so he's dropped back to allow Danny Green to shoot the gap right here. Because if he's connected, then it's really hard. You're not going to be able to get through that gap. Like watch Rudy Gobert right here. He's open. He's a couple feet off, a yard off. So Royce O'Neal can shoot the gap right there and then arrive on the catch. Next in our off-ball screening progression, we're going to have body in, body over. I've heard this also called lock and ride, but it's when the defender gets into the body of the offensive player who's coming off this down screen and making it very difficult to create any separation. You can see Marcus Smart is being very physical, so Duncan Robinson right there has to catch it way out here. And Marcus Smart arrives right on the catch, so it takes away any opportunity for Duncan Robinson to have to get a shot off. Watch Jay Crowder right here. The Miami Heat are great at this. They get into the body of Jason Tatum right there and make it very difficult for him to catch it. Now the possession has to go to the next action. Watch right here, Grant Williams into the body of Al Horford right here. So he gets over top. So he rides over top that screen from Joel Embiid. You can see Kyle Lowry. Watch, this is multiple actions he's got to guard. So he's into the body right there, Chris Middleton. He's staying connected into the body again right there. And now they have to fly out switch because he creates that separation right here. So Kawhi takes it. Kyle Lowry will peel back off. But you can see how physical this is. Body in, body over is very physical. Watch right here with this slot screen right here for Brad Beal, how physical Eric Bledsoe gets. He gets over the screen with him to take away the opportunity for Brad Beal to get that catch. Watch again right here, George Hill, very physical. This is scouting report defense right there. This is something you go over prior to the game, is we have to be very physical. We have to lock and ride over top every screen so we can take away their opportunity to get a clean look. Just like Wesley Matthews did on that elevator screen. Watch Kyle Lowry right here. He's physical in the body right there, and that takes away a clean shot opportunity. Now watch Fred VanVleet right there. He's in the body of Patty Mills, so he gets no look at that hammer action too. Now in these next two clips, watch the defensive player right here. So Rudy Gobert on the cross screen action. He gets his body in, body over, so he pushes him out all the way to catching it at the logo. Makes it more difficult to score. You can use your help defense too to load to the ball. Good defense right there. Giannis right here into the body of Anthony Davis. Makes him catch it all the way out here, and then they can load to the ball. Next in our NBA defensive series, we're going to continue with our off-ball screening defense and top locking. So Donovan Mitchell right here is top locking Joe Harris to not allow him to use the screen. So he's denying him from using the screen. Now what's important to also see is the screener's defender right here, Tony Bradley, is dropped back. Because otherwise, if he was at the level right here, then DeAndre Jordan could slip. If he got pulled in over, then you could go opposite corner three right there. Now, you use this against really good shooters or really good players, similar to the body in, body over concept. Now, body in, body over is you're staying attached and getting over the screen. Top locking, you're just taking away their ability to even use that off-ball screen. You are in total denial. You're getting into the body and then denying them. Similar to denying a player from getting the ball, you have to deny them from using the screen. This next clip right here is a great example from Utah. So watch Ed Davis right here. So Joe Ingles is top locking. He's saying, force him baseline, force him away from the screen. He's going to tag right there. He's going to bump that cutter, allow Joe Ingles to get back. Now they top lock again. Mike Conley did. You can see Ed Davis is going to tag right there. And that's forcing the Lakers to the next action. Now, once again, Joe Ingles getting into the body, top lock. You can see they're top locking there. So once again, Utah did this twice, you can see. And you can see Ed Davis right there is communicating and tagging any cutter that goes through the paint. Now watch right here. Fred VanVleet is really good at this. He is completely denying Terrence Ross from using that. And then watch Serge Ibaka. Watch right here. He sees that. He's got to tag the cutter just like we saw Ed Davis do. And that's forcing to the next action. Once again, Fred VanVleet, top locking Terrence Ross, makes him go inside cut, and they force him to another action. They're taking away that main action that the offense wants. Next in our NBA defensive series, we are going to continue with off-ball screening, 3 to the ball. So that's going to incorporate the on-ball defender, the screener's defender, and the defender who's guarding the player using that off-ball screen. So they're guarding Paul George right here. He's using that elbow down screen. So who's defending the on-ball passer is going to stun in right there. I've heard that called pinch in. The screener's defender is at the level, and you can see the off-ball defender right there that was guarding Paul George was tagging trailing. So now you have 3 of the ball. 1, 2, 3 right there to take away his ability to use that down screen. Next right here, you can see Dame Lillard right here is going to use that screen, that double away. Danny Green Shoots the gap, gets open and through. You can see they pinch in right here. And you can see they're at the level right there. So you got 3 of the ball right there. Forcing Dame Lillard to pick it up, to shot fake, and then pass off. Great defensive stop right there. TJ Warren, who's really good at using screens. You can see they're tag and trailing right here. You can see the screeners, defenders at the level. And they're going to pinch in right there. So you got 3 of the ball. This turns into a fly or a peel back switch right here for a stop. Now watch right here defending Klay Thompson. When he comes off this down screen, this double away right here, you can see they're tag and trailing. Marc Gasol's at the level. Kawhi's going to pinch in on that catch. So now you have 3 of the ball, taking away his opportunity to come off that double away right into a 3, a curl 3, which he's really good at. You can see Utah again, 3 of the ball right there. You also will see the tendency that there's a lot of hand swipes and stunning in active hands, and that takes away any ability to get a clean look. Like that was just a great example right there from Toronto. Watch this again. When Terrence Ross is using this down screen at the elbow, you can see Kawhi's trailing the play right there. Marc Gasol is at the level. Fred VanVleet is going to pinch in. So you have 3 of the ball, and look at all the hands. They're very active, taking away any clean look, and that's a stop. Right here you can see Marc Gasol has to get all the way out because he doesn't want to give up that look right there. So now you got 3 of the ball right here. It makes it really difficult for really good players and shooters to get a clean look if you have 3 of the ball. This is a great example right here. Watch how once the on-ball passer's defender pinches in, he can get a deflection right there when he swipes his hand in there. 3 of the ball right there. They'll fly out switch. So now he takes the ball. Once again on KD, who's really good at using down screens too. You can see Kawhi's trailing right there. Danny Green's got a pinch in. Serge Ibaka's dropped, but he gets a high hand contest, and that forces a missed shot. Once again, you have 3 of the ball and then a fly out switch. Just great defense from Toronto.